viewers has arrived. Today topic is Boom Boom Burn Elimination. Just didn't nuke anything you shoot. You just need one bullet. Do you have one MOD in front of you? Not a problem. Just shoot one bullet and it's jet. Do you have three mods in front of you? Not a problem. This gun can annihilate any boss you want, Lilap, whatever it is, it will destroy. It's the only downside is that it's immune against 4-second gain. That is super annoying, but who clears 4-second gain? Anyways, I mean that is the worst boss in the game, so let's explain how this gun work. It has 18% chance to trigger burn on hit. When you hit targets, it triggers an explosion and it steals her 300% of your PSI intensity and that its real area of effect. Burn damage with a cooldown of happens to cooldown of 2 seconds, however, and the damage is reduced by 60% to players and as well. The explosion will apply 1 stack of burn. The enemies that were hit by the explosion, so shoot one bullet and they're already burning, shoot another bullet, they are burning again. You can see above your health bar when you were able to inflict the explosion again. So if I shoot again, you can see that there 2-second timer bar, and as soon as it goes down you can just apply the explosion again and that you just get an additional 30% elemental damage for blaze elemental blaze damage. So you can see that 3 buffs or 4 buffs are here. First is spring roll, whimsical drink, which increase your status damage 30% to 45%. So you can see that we have 30% more than any if of these 3. I am going to jump into the cradle and show you what we will use for these bosses run. So you will need to have anti-regen for light machine gun. It will give you 50% status damage. You will give you 50% status damage. You will need tactical combo, status enhancement, deviation master is also very important. You will deal very you will deal way more damage if you have your deviations out. Sustain suppression, that is important. Heat agglutination is also important. It will increase your burn damage. However, burn damage does not increase your explosion damage, which is burn damage bonus, but it does not really matter. You just have to cradle and just forget about it. So your burning stick damage will increase by the having these 2 stacks. You will need to have steady hand and bounty hunter. Now for the guns that we use here, you can use a secondary weapon, bingo or wildfire. If you use bingo, then you will have to shoot the MOB or bosses 3 times, and the enemy does not have to be in the head, and if you kill any enemy, you will gain 50% base damage for the gun for 20 seconds. You can use either that or use wildfire. If you use wildfire, then all you need to do is just mark the enemy. However, it's only 60% chance to mark any enemy, so it could take you these bullets or 4 bullets, the 3 bullets or 4 bullets or 1 bullet. It's all range, but if the enemy is solo, then you will get weapon damage 20% when you mark them. So it's all up to you what you want to use. Personally, I will probably use wildfire. It has more damage and it's easier to just swap to wildfire, mark the enemy. Bingo takes forever to reload, so it might be annoying. As for accessories we use for the gun, you will need to have as much accuracy as possible. I mean, if you cannot control the gun with stability, then just put as much stability as you want, but this is what I use. So large break compact reflexa, applied tactical laser sight also for accuracy, and then we put the purple mag for we can reload faster. If you put gold mag you will have more ammo in the mag, but it's just going to take so much longer to reload the gun. So we just stick with a purple mag as well for the ammunition. We want to definitely stick with this generating LMG and app ammo because it gives you this intensity and it give you another 10% damage, and you will increase by ice cube, whimsical drink, and CRADLES, because it give you PSI intensity, it give you another 10% damage when target are burning, so it will help for your explosion damage. And when you have let's say you summon a dino like this, your damage is going to be insane. Look at 126k damage or 206k damage, 400 306 300k damage. I applied the burn or explosion damage. So yeah, the gold ammo will definitely help you, and it's not the explosion to craft, it's only need the resource. So now with for the armor pieces that will have to use, you need to have 4 letter pieces, you could, or you can use 4 blackstone pieces and 3 blackstone with your real shelter and 2 precious guides. You could be going with with you that you need to about 10% HP and get weapon and status damage plus 10% the cool. While this is cool and all 70% HP. Sometimes you might forget about being about shelter is actually still better because you get an additional 10% elemental damage, so that we are going to get our elemental damage through shelter pieces, and 4 pieces will give you 30% of elemental damage. Once you stack it's up, and then we will balance it our ladder with mods which I will get to into soon. So we also using renegade for reload speed. You could be going bastille, but bastille shoes would be above 70% HP. You gain 10% weapon damage, so just stick with reload speed. And the keyword armor, you need to have a ice barbecue gloves. You could be going with hardy gloves, but you just stick with barbecue gloves because it increase the tick rate, and the damage above over time will be much higher with these gloves. Alright, and now we are the mix maxers or the mini max stats that we possibly ever could have. So we are going to jump into the mods for this gun. You want to flame resonance on the gun, while the flame resonance mode will give you extra 2 burn stakes, which means you could stake another plus 2 burn stakes. So now if you don't know how burn works, click escape, click blueprint, click on LMG, right click and the LMG X on the keywords and have it say burn steel 12% PSI intensity and status damage every 0.5 seconds for 6 seconds up to 5 stakes. So with that mode will increase it is 7 stakes, but it will burn less duration. As you can see, cell deal 12% PSI intensity, so it basically just takes your 893 intensity or 900 PSI intensity. So we have 144, which means I would have to do 144 144 multiply by 2. This is our burn damage for stake, and then we check our stats. Status damage is 45.4 5.5 or 44.5 because we are buff with musical ring blaze is 48.6%, and we are need to do is plug it is calculator, and this is our burn damage 70%, 37%. Let's see this. So there it is. So if you want, you could be using blazing, like if you don't want to use your heat, and when you kill any enemy you will just get healed, you can stick with this, but at the cost of losing damage. All up to you. Through we were not using burning wave because we are using an LMG we have so much ammo, and we will take more damage. Our trigger chance and then we burn is removed, stakes only minus 50%. This is good if you shoot any enemy twice. Then when it has two stakes burning, half of the stakes will disappear, which means one stake will disappear. If it has two, then it will keep burning until it disappear. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe for more videos.